Can you hear the voices in the walls?
Oh shit.
I'm Gickless, and my element is a game developer. So, this all began in the 5th grade when I was shown a presentation describing exactly how a internet program called Scratch worked. And during that presentation, I don't remember a word that they said, but I remember one thing. I looked in awe. My mouth was agape. I am not paying attention to that, especially in the 5th grade. What really happened to get me into game development? Well, it's a mix of pure boredom and wanting to be popular. So the first kind of experience that I've had was when I was in an after-school club and I saw a bunch of people working on Scratch projects. I think this might have been a game development club. I looked over someone's shoulder and saw they were making a tycoon game, and I thought, holy crap, how'd they do that? And then immediately, I went down to copy that. I didn't copy it. As a kid and as an almost adult, I worship Sonic the Hedgehog, which is embarrassing. So instead of making something sensible, I tried to immediately jump to the most difficult thing, which is make Sonic. First game that I ever made, which is game in air quotes, was a game where you take the Scratch Cat and you move him around the screen. He moves forward automatically using the move forward by X number of steps, and if you press the left or right key, it changes the angle. I'm really short on time here. Because of that, we're going to have to introduce an entirely new segment, completely on the fly. I give you the Geeks Crash Games. Really lovely name for a really desperate situation. First game on the chopping block is Bootleg Pac-Man. And I'm on the clock. So the way that this game works, Pac-Man moves forward automatically, and all of these things, feel free to pause. Left arrow changes the degrees by 90. The Ghost has its own script where if the score is greater than or equal to 3, I guess it glides to the ball every 1.5 seconds. Here is the next project. It's a game where you shoot a... But don't worry, it's child friendly, so that will hopefully make it a lot less worse. Yeah, I think it's still bad. Oh no. So this game has a lot more stuff in it. You shoot and you can score. All the script. Yeah, I don't remember how any of this works. All of these kind of taught me something, which would have been either how to have objects interact, how to get collisions to work, and how to make use of multiple different environments in one single tiny little Scratch box. This section's over! Yeah! Hello! This is section 3, the interesting part.
This is the part where it gets interesting. This is the part where it gets interesting.
We get to cover all the cool stuff. Going into this place, I decided to take a bunch of programming courses to pursue game development, because that's what people do when they want to do game development. Dante?
Nice to meet you.
Do you know why you're here?
No.
I have no interviews.
I think what makes it good is the quality.
This is a brief explanation for what I actually did, because this is the interesting part, And we started with a fun little Sonic engine that experimented with how 2D physics can work in Scratch. The level, which was actually what moved, which created a illusion that made it look like you were actually playing a 2D platformer, but you were actually just moving around the level itself. Which then, in between that, I took the coding courses where I made a platformer, which was pretty simple. And then No Refunds is a project. Creative constipation. It's kind of what happens when you get stuck on a particular thing you want to do, but you can't really do it. The worst case is Super Cool Fun Game. Scratch wasn't really a viable option anymore, considering that it is clunky to work with, so my best option was to go shopping around for a different game engine, which eventually I landed on ClickTeam, but that was after about a year and a half of nothing.
Now, what we're going to see is another demented creature. His name is Colgate Toothpaste Man.
Well, hello there. My name is Colgate Toothpaste Man. I live in the shower. I come from the walls. I remember that you once, I forget, probably like 2 years ago now, you told me about, hey, I'm making a new game called Super Cool Fun Game on the Scratch. What are you doing? I remember you were making on the Scratch, and I'm like, huh, that's a good idea. I remember giving a couple suggestions on like level ideas, stuff like that. Yeah. Your element is definitely growing and getting good. It's good. Okay, I return into the walls now.
Pigeon Pong segment. Pigeon Pong segment. Pigeon Pong segment. Pigeon Pong segment. Pigeon Pong was something I made in about a week. I prototyped it in a week using ClickTeam Fusion. And this is what was originally shown off to my friends. It's a game where it's based off of something I learned in psychology class, where some psychology guy was able to make two pigeons play ping pong. And I thought to myself, ooh, I can make a video game out of this. Two players hit a ball around a little tiny court. That's great and all, but I wanted to go higher. I needed to beat the crap out of Sakurai myself. This is the Pigeon Pong Manifest Destiny update, a extreme overhaul to the entirety of Pigeon Pong that I developed in 4 times the amount of development time it took me to make the first Pigeon Pong. And it runs 2 different modes, psychology mode based off of the original experiment and timed attack. Self-explanatory. And it's got 3 different maps. It has the basic test map. It has the train map, which is the overhaul of the original map, but with a train that comes to the center. And we've got a balloon map. Yeah, we are.
If you're going to die, at least do it outside. Hi, my name is AJ, and I've known Nick for at least 2 days. So one thing that's always stood out to me about Nick is how creative he is. Like, he doesn't like to admit it, I think, but he's definitely very creative. Yeah, he's always had an idea or something to do. He's always had these ideas for games to make or comics to make. I've seen some of the comics, they're pretty silly. And he's very ambitious. He's very ambitious. I think Pigeon Pong is really funny. And I think it's really cool how Nick saw something in his psychology class and said, hey, I can make a game out of that. And he did. And it's pretty fun. It's really fun. I play it sometimes when I'm at home, and it's pretty entertaining. I like it a lot.
They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. China,
My film!
Ow. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, shoot. Well, that's hopefully not going to swell.